This is the Conservative Czar, April 11th, 2026. I'm going to try to talk a little bit of sense, not that there's a lot of sense in this, but a little bit about the war in Iran. Now, what's going on at this particular moment in time is Donald Trump trying to get out of the war with Iran. Like Venezuela, he's willing to compromise a great deal to keep leadership, the regime, in power so he could talk to people who can run the country. He knows if he takes the regime down entirely, which he's not even capable of doing, that there's nothing left but civil war. There's nothing left but horror and a ruined presidency. So he's going to find an off-ramp. Now, the Iranians are the ones that have to negotiate a settlement that lets him claim victory. And if they do that, Donald Trump will get out. But the unintended consequences of war make this a very, very tenuous position. I support the war reluctantly from the beginning. I still support the war reluctantly. But Donald Trump can't cave completely here. If he does, it will also ruin his presidency. The fragmented right, which is his base, is serious. And sometimes there's an old adage that President Johnson talked about. And that is, you want to keep your enemies in the tent pissing out rather than your enemies on the outside pissing in. Donald Trump doesn't understand this. He's made unnecessary enemies, serious enemies of Marjorie Taylor Greene, Tucker, Megyn Kelly, among others. These people were part of the base that got him elected. And he needs them. But he doesn't understand that, I guess. So this war is on a knife's edge in terms of what's going to happen. Now, what my prediction is that the Iranians will compromise, will do a deal that Donald Trump can do so the Iranians are going to do that to get him out of the theater, get him out. We'll agree on certain critical terms if you leave. Now, he's not going to leave. He'll leave. He's going to take his armies away. Part of the proposals their proposals, Iran proposals, was that the United States would leave totally, take their bases, take their support for any other nation away. Now, that is not going to happen. Now, if things go bad, and this is a thing where, especially Megyn Kelly, when you say, I support the war, reluctantly, like I do, she started that way, but then she got crazy. She started talking about we're going to pull our support from President Trump for one example, if we land troops. That's ridiculous. When you reluctantly support a war, you support the war. And the war has unintended consequences that point to whether you succeed or not. And you have to have the ability to move, do things differently, and one of those things is land troops if you need to. Now, I'm opposed to landing troops, but I have to say I bear responsibility. I support this war reluctantly, and if I do support it, then the consequences that occur are going to be substantial, and I have to support the war. I said I supported it. I can't just give up because I don't like one of the tactics that the president does. We're on knife's edge. I hope it works out. It's a very difficult decision. And I support Donald Trump at this moment. And for the weak-kneed that don't, that they need to go away. This is a conservative czar. See you next time.